A wise man once said, "The windows are the eyes of a house." Oh boy, I have no idea. No. Just some rope. I bet someone would find this. Not me, though.
It's duct tape. It's used to tape ducks? I'll take this tape with me. I can use it to tape Ted to a flagpole. Seems like you can pour something in. Seems like you can pour some. It's just a tap. Guess this room is extremely breakable, especially when thrown or dropped against a hard surface. For storing preserves and other stuff. A book titled I guess developers are dummies. This book is a good investment. An undeveloped roll of film. Nothing to see here. Just a bunch of stuff. Red must have used it to hold the window up. Since I'm paying for the view, I might as well enjoy it. I'll take it with me. With some proper crafting, it can be used to access things out of my reach. It's a small nail. It must have fallen from the window. I'll just take the nail with me. The uses for it are practically endless. don't think so. I don't think so. This won't work. It usually takes 2 or more of these. No point in dragging her around. It's so... It's locked.
That actually worked? You just unlocked something with an old rusty nail? How convenient is that? That's just lazy writing.
Don't be such a negative Nancy, Snoop. Of course it worked. My genius knows no bounds. It hangs on these chain thingies. I have no idea what that's for. Some clock stuff, I bet. Yay, I got the hook thingy. I bet this will be... This won't hold on its own. There, now I can have higher aspirations.
Millie, Rust, and the mugshots all escaped through the East Tunnel. It's closed off now. We've heard from several sources now that the police commissioner had ordered a lockdown. I was starting to wonder, was it to keep everyone at bay till they catch the person responsible? Or was it to maybe keep someone out? It's too big of a coincidence that all of this started to happen at the same time I left the city, and now I find myself unable to return. I've come across the Mugshot brothers, but as expected, they were uncooperative. Wise guys. Reasoning with them is a fruitless effort. However, the little information I got from them could be useful later. They seem nervous, more than usual. We found some clues around the house that could help us find Flint, but so far, everything is leading nowhere. I've examined the evidence myself, but can't connect the dots yet. It seems appropriate that the last case in my career would be like this. Everyone knows the story. The detective only has a couple of days till retirement, but then the lady in distress shows up and begs him to help her out. He decides, against all reason, to do this one last thing, but the case proves to be his hardest yet. Somewhere down the line, the detective gets shot. Fade to black. We had a run-in with the main suspect, the man in the red hood. Unfortunately, we were too late. It's sad what happened to Millie, and Amber really lost it for a moment. I did all I could, and gave her a promise that I'd catch the man responsible. It's not much, but it's the least I can do. We had to table all of our options, and we decided to go back to Paper City. I have an informant there that could know some things, and that's our best bet at the moment. Red, it seems, wants to get to Amber, so I figured I'd draw him out. Best place to do that is the city. I need to level the field, coordinate with the police, and to set a trap. After we get him cornered, I'll make him talk, and we'll find out what happened to Flint. Let's just hope it's not too late.
It's so sad what happened to her. No point in dragging her. It's the most. I can't use that. Do what with it? I can't use that. Good evening, officer.
Oh my god, Miss Ashworth. Is that really you? I must say, I've only seen you in the papers, but you look even better in person.
Stop, you're going to make me blush. Oops, too late. No, but seriously, officer.
Burke, Miss Ashworth, but you can call me Brian.
Okay, Brian, we need to enter the city. You see, we're working on this case and we need to find a friend of ours. He might know some things.
I'm terribly sorry, Miss Ashworth. I'm afraid no one is allowed to enter the city at this point. Not even a beloved and well-known celebrity such as yourself. I'm so sorry.
Well,
So sorry.
that's okay.
So sorry.
Aren't you a bit young to be a policeman?
Police officer, actually. I'm fresh out of the academy, but I'm planning to make detective in a couple of years.
Well, that's ambitious.
Is that a fake mustache?
No.
It is! It just fell on the floor.
Well, this is embarrassing. I'm sorry. Everyone at the station has a mustache these days, and I just can't seem to grow one myself. My fiance even makes fun of me sometimes.
Well, I think you look just dashing without a mustache. It makes you look younger.
Thank you kindly, miss.
That's a tough deal, kid. You'll have a hard time becoming a detective if you don't have a mustache.
But you don't have one, Mr. Bear.
I'm a private snoop, Jimmy. I don't need to fit in. I walk my beat alone.
Oh my god!
You haven't seen Flint Ashworth by any chance?
Miss Ashworth's brother?
That's right. Have you seen him?
I'm sorry, Mr. Bear. I'm confused.
That's understandable, son. You're a Paper City police officer. Never mind that now. Stevie, do you know anything about the Red Man?
I'm sorry, Mr. Bear. I really can't discuss such matters. I will tell you one thing, though. The word on the street is that the suspect, codename Red, is asking a lot of questions about Miss Ashworth.
What kind of questions? What's so interesting about Amber, anyways?
Hey,
Don't worry, Miss Ashworth. You're the most interesting person I know. If I was a crazy lunatic with an agenda, I'd stalk you too.
aw, that's so cute. Thank you, Brian.
Oh no, now I'm blushing.
I just have to interrupt, whatever this is. Jerry, what kind of information is Red after?
It's Brian, sir, and I'm afraid I don't really know much about the subject. Only what I hear from the fellow police officers here and there. Besides, I'm not in a position.
To discuss such matters, yeah, I know. Can't you make an exception to let us pass? Just this once.
Mr. Bear, as much as I admire both you and Miss Amber, seriously, I'm a huge fan, but orders are still orders. Things are getting really bad down in the city. If anything were to happen to Miss Amber, I could never forgive myself.
Dave, who ordered this lockdown?
The state officials. Mayor Mills himself signed the decree. I'm afraid without the mayor's signature, no one is allowed to enter or leave the city at the moment. And it's Brian, sir.
And how come the city is on lockdown anyways?
I'm afraid I'm not in a position to discuss such matters, Mr. Bear. Terribly sorry.
So, what is it we need to do in order to enter the city?
Well, I suppose you would have to get clearance, signed by Mayor Mills himself.
And he'll just sign this clearance, no questions asked.
Normally, no. I don't think so. But since you're in the company of the beautiful and talented Miss Amber, I'm sure the mayor will make an exception.
I'll have to get the mayor on the phone to sort this thing out.
You think he'll let us enter the city?
I really don't know, but that drunk owes me a couple of favors. It's time to call him up on it. To the Batcave.
Mayor's office.
Hello there, doll. This is Teddy Bear. You may know me from such cases as saving the mayor's ass on several occasions. I've also set you up with a buddy of mine that one time.
Of course, Mr. Bear, I know who you are. Are you looking to speak with the mayor, Mr. Bear? Because I'm afraid he's not in at the moment. Can I take a message?
No, I have to talk to the mayor personally. It's important. When will the mayor be back?
The mayor should be in first thing in the morning, Mr. Bear.
Okay, never mind. Thanks anyway, doll. He's not in, and we don't have time to sit around and wait till he sobers up. We'll have to find another way.
Hey, what if we made the clearance ourselves?
That's falsifying government papers, doll. I like it. There should be some stationery around here. Give me a minute. Have a drink while you wait.
A drink of what? Make-believe water?
Never mind. Here it is. There. Now we just need something to use as a stamp, and we need to falsify the signature. You're an artist of sorts. You can do this, right?
Not really. I could probably make a stamp out of something, but I can't falsify the signature.
Fine. I'll get those two goons to do it.
The mugshots? You think they'll help you?
Don't worry. My right knuckle can be very persuasive.
You know, this game makes me want to go back and play all the old Sierra games, like all the older ones. They also have them on GOG on sale right now, or they were anyway.
Any leads on the missing?
That's classified. You two remembered something.
Nothing useful, probably. I remember my first job. I was never much of a bookworm, but that old book smell, I would sit the skull. I guess they were. Then they had.
I need your help, lowlifes. I've got this fake clearance to enter the city, and I need you to falsify the mayor's signature.
And what makes you think we're the right guys for this? Do we look like counterfeiters to you?
Yeah, you sure do.
Yeah, we can do this. But again, what's in it for us?
Can't you do it for the kids? Think of the children, for God's sake.
What kids?
You know, just some kids. I don't know. It's an expression. Would you do it for Amber?
I would do it for Miss. But something tells me you're just dropping names to get us to agree.
She's with me, and she needs your help.
Oh yeah? She sure lost a lot of weight, or you finally lost your mind, 'cause I can't see you.
She's in the other room. She couldn't squeeze through.
I'll cut you a deal, Snoop. You bring me proof that little Miss is with you, and I'll falsify this report card of yours.
You mean the clearance?
What? Yeah, the clearance.
I'll be back.
Sure thing, Arnold.
You got it?
No, they don't have anything to write with. You have your pencils with you?
Here you go, but be sure to get them back.
I'll be right back. There, does this qualify as proof to you? Now, show some integrity for once in your life and do this thing.
Whoa there! Are these the creator's tools? Where did a Snoop like you get these?
The Muffin Man gave them to me.
The Muffin Man?
The Muffin Man. Amber gave them to me, obviously. They have her initials and everything.
All right there, Snoop. Don't get all riled up. Show me that land deal you want falsified.
You mean the clearance?
What? Yeah, sure, the clearance. There. Now, if you don't mind, me and John have some business to attend to. So, how about you hit the old dusty trail?
There, all sorted.
You didn't hurt them, did you?
I sure did. Lowlifes like that only understand one kind of language.
Oh no, Ted. Why are you always so mean to them?
What? No, it's expected with those two. Never mind that now. I got it sorted. Let's head back to that cop boyfriend of yours.
Are you even I don't think so. I can't use that. don't think so. Do what with it? Are you even trying?
Is that cabinet there?
The convertible of desks. Very chic. It's locked. Are you even trying? I'll take this key with me, just in case. It's always good to have keys around.
We should get the clearance to that cop of yours.
Lex Innie Bunny, although hey, the key fits. Let's see what we have in here. Vial of ink. It's a vial of ink. Boy, this desk must be really old. Who uses ink anymore? I'll take the ink with me. If we wake up in 1789 tomorrow, I'll be all set. I don't think so. I don't think so. Come on. Come on. Do what with it? Do what with it? It acts as the last line of defense between the housemates and the harsh environment outside. It's filled with towels, I think, or sheets or something. Poor thing, I bet he feels so alone up here.
Good evening, Miss Ashworth, Mr. Ted. Got that clearance yet?
Is he making fun of us? I can't tell.
Not yet. We're working on it, Brian. It's a candle, forgotten here, until the lights go out. Then it's like, oh, where are those candles we keep in the house? I'll take it with me, just in case. Maybe I'll need to read in the dark at some point or something. Are you hungry, horsey? Ted, do we have a wooden carrot for him? Just some random attic stuff you'd usually find in an attic. There we have an old bean can. Is it empty? Full? Who knows? The mystery is part of the fun. Then there's some bag of something. Flour, maybe? A bunch of boxes filled with ugly clothes? I can't use that. I don't think so. I don't think so. I can't use that. There, now I got a stamp. All I need now is some ink. Messy. Hopefully I won't get it all over my pockets. All done. Wow, forging documents is a lot of work.
Good evening, Miss Ashworth, Mr. Ted. Got that clearance yet?
Is he making fun of us? I can't tell.
Not yet. We're working on it, Brian. Come on.
Here you go, Mike. Signed by Jim, Mayor Mills himself.
Yes, here it is, and it's like totally real and not at all fake.
Well, everything seems to check out. Wait a minute, and enjoy the scenery, Miss Amber, Mr. Ted. It's a beautiful view of the city from here. Have a nice night.
You too, Brian.
Good night, Byron.
All right, I guess we're going back there. You ready, Ted?
Give me a minute. I thought I left that place for good, you know. What about you? You haven't been there in some time, doll.
Yeah, I think so. Besides, we have a case to solve.
You're right. Let's go.
It kind of feels like going home.
God damn it, it really does.
Ted, I never asked you. What happened to your former partner?
He grew up.
Well, that was pretty fun. Let's see what episode 2 has to do, huh?
Darkness found its way to my room. Daddy bear, please be.
Well, look what the booze dragged in.
Wow, that was really bad.
Cut me some slack, all right? I had a long night.
Hi, Betty. Long time no see.
Not long enough.
Always a charmer, Ted. Hi, darling. It's been a while. You're still as pretty as ever, and you've grown.
Oh, thank you, Betty. You look amazing. Are you getting ready for a casting call?
Huh, yeah. It's for a movie called 24-Hour Shift Survivor. You really look the part, babe.
Don't be rude.
Oh, I'm sorry. Were you talking, Bear? I couldn't hear you over the sound of you being so short.
It's like you're not even trying anymore.
Ah, I missed you, Bear.
Literally. So yeah, are we going to pretend that never happened?
You had it coming.
Wait, what?
Yeah, your bestie here tried to shoot me.
I'm sure you deserved it.
He did.
Women, you can't kill them, but they'll sure as hell try to kill you.
Oh, please stop being such a drama queen, Ted. If I wanted to kill you, you'd be dead.
What are you talking about? You missed my head by half an inch, grazed my left ear, and I fell out of a 20th floor window. I was in the intensive care for 2 weeks, and you didn't even have the face to show up.
Did you not get the flowers?
I did. They were lovely. And nothing says I'm sorry like a funeral wreath.
Sorry? After what you did? I'm thinking I should finish the job right now.
Hell hath no fury indeed.
It seems you two have a history together.
That's an understatement. Never mind that now.
Avoiding touchy subjects as always, I see. You've matured so much, Ted.
No, not at all. It's just we're kind of in a hurry. We're looking for Flint. Have you seen him lately, or talked to anyone who has?
Flint? Oh, I've heard about that. Darling, I'm so sorry.
Thank you, Betty. We actually thought he might be here in Paper City.
I'm afraid I haven't seen him for quite a while now.
Who told you about
Blabbermouth was here recently. It seems he's doing some sort of investigation on the events surrounding the Red Man.
He's looking to get killed, more likely.
I'm sure he'll be just fine, Ted. He's been doing this for a long time.
Doing what? Hiding in the bushes and going through people's trash cans?
You should really give him more credit. Every case you solved, he was the one that wrote an expose about it. He basically made you famous.
Huh. I'll send him a gift basket.
He won't.
Is he still writing for the paper daily?
He's their top news hound.
Recently, we came across some evidence suggesting the Red Man might have something to do with Flint's disappearance. I know you've heard about him. So, what's going on here, babe?
What's going on, Ted, is that this maniac came down to the city with the sole purpose of burning it down to the ground with everyone still in it. I don't know what the hell he is, but judging by the stories, he's the devil himself. I pray that he didn't have anything to do with Flint's disappearance.
Have you seen CBG? I was told he hangs around the harbor late.
Yeah, he's here all right. And hanging around is really the perfect choice of words.
How can we find him?
You can start at the container terminal. He's been there almost every night for the past couple of weeks, chasing seagulls and yelling at the terrified harbor workers.
You talked to him lately?
He comes in every so often, usually waits for everyone to leave and then sneaks in. He almost gave me a heart attack the other day.
What happened to him?
He was brilliant once. Best detective in the whole world.
Well, second best.
Anyways, one day he just snapped and he was never the same again. I guess that kind of lifestyle takes its toll on people. Just ask Ted here. It's only a matter of time before he starts raving on the streets about seagulls and populace control.
But Ted's retired.
Yep, here I am, just enjoying my retirement.
Retired? Never took you for a hobbyist. And no, Ted, getting drunk isn't a hobby.
Is that Pete over there?
Yep, that's old Pete.
Who's Pete?
He works here at the docks.
He sure is.
He has a bit of a drinking problem. You can relate, right?
Don't get smart with me, babe. What exactly is he doing around here?
Oh, this and that. Mainly he's in charge of the drawbridge and some other stuff.
Is he off duty?
I guess so.
No bridges need drawing at the moment.
Well, if you can wake him up, you can ask him that yourself. Good luck, though. I've been trying to wake him up for a while now. He's out cold.
Yeah. Anyways, we're leaving. We have to find CBG.
Thank you, Betty. Good luck with your next audition.
Thank you, darling. Good luck with your case. And Ted,
What?
be safe. Maybe we can get together someday after all this is over. Have a cup of coffee or something.
Sure thing, babe. I'd like that.
Bye, Betty. So, you and Betty.
Shut up.
A freshly made batch of buttery and probably overpriced popcorn.
I'll just grab that while no one's looking.
Seems like Betty could use a hand around here. Dun 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 dun. Salt and pepper's here. Dun 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 dun. Push it real good.
Push it real good. I prefer my food in liquid form.
No time for sitting around.
Who's the cat that won't cop out when there's danger all about?
Shaft.
Right on.
I'm not very hungry.
With their menu, you'd better not be.
Seems like Betty could use a hand around here.
It's an empty mug. I'll take this. It could be useful. Boy, this place is a mess.
That's some fancy broom. Still a broom, though. I don't even feel like sweeping my own room, let alone someone else's.
Filled with chilled, carroty goodness. My God, do I need a drink.
Darling, I already cleaned out the coffee machine. Besides, you're a bit too young for coffee.
Seems like Betty could use a hand around. Beer with me.
Come on, you're better than that.
Wow, that thing has seen better days.
I don't have any change. I don't think so, pal.
He's really out cold.
You say it as if it's a bad thing. It's just for decorative purposes. Nothing works here. No time for a sword fight. No time for a sword fight, although I'd totally win. Not sure what you're going for here. We should get back to the harbor, doll. I need to talk to CBG and see if he knows more about all of this.
You're right. Let's go back.
We should get back to the harbor.
You're right.
There's Clark. He seems to be fishing, but something is
Don't say it.
fishy about him.
It's Pete's car. Looks shabby. Are we just breaking into people's cars now?
Don't worry. He won't mind. Or notice. Or both. Someone might get hurt that way. No time for a sword fight, although I'd totally win.
Shell's Bay Diner, where everybody barely knows your name.
More like Gray.
I am not... If they're so special, why are they not on the menu?
Good point. More like Gray.
I am not going through... It's filled with the finest things, just top shelf stuff.
More like... I don't buy it. I think it's...
Can you, like, not stand there? You're scaring away the fish.
Hi, Clark. Caught anything?
Oh, great. It's you two. Nothing yet. I think I'll just call it a night soon. I can't keep my eyes open anymore.
So, you're fishing to get by. Times are tough.
Fishing to get by? It's not the 1600s, Ted, now is it? No one fishes to get by anymore. I do it recreationally, like, as a hobby.
In the middle of the night, while it's raining.
Yeah, well, I got this raincoat, don't I? And I don't have to work in the morning. I'm a successful entrepreneur, actually. I made a fortune selling bubbles.
Bubbles?
It's all rather complicated. I can do a presentation if you have a minute.
I'm afraid
Hell, no.
he means we're in a hurry, but maybe some other time?
Fine. I guess I can just give you this pamphlet. You can read about it in there.
Sure, we'll, read it later.
I can't wait. And you being here at this ungodly hour has nothing to do with a certain waitress. Clark.
Betty? No, we're just friends is all. I'm not stalking her.
Sure seems like it.
Well, I'm not. I don't care what the court has to say. It's just I'm here because I like fishing.
You're not even looking at the water. You're turned towards the diner.
I don't have to look at the bloody water to fish. It's pitch dark anyway. When I see the pole getting twitchy, I get to reeling. That's it.
Sure.
All right. I'll just go back to it then. And I'm sure you're very busy. Can you, like, not stand there? You're scaring away the fish.
And scaring away the you, more like it.
Okay, bye. See you later, Clark.
I'll be here.
I bet you will. No time for a sword fight.
Nah, I don't feel like touching a collection of You used to have a hat just like this. What happened to it, Ted?
It's a long story.
Ted, are you working here?
Don't act smart.
A nice leathery briefcase. I wonder what's inside. Who carries a screwdriver around?
I'm pretty sure that's his car key.
I'll take it with me. We can return it later.
You'll just take it. Really? You?
Oh, shut up. A nice leathery... It's trash, right? Elizabeth jumped from her chair suddenly, all of the while looking at her mother. She seemed nervous. Mom, she asked, what if Mr. Mason doesn't find me interesting or pretty? Oh, sweetie, Mrs. Baker said, don't you worry your pretty little head with such nonsense. Mr. Mason comes from a long line of public servants like his father and his father before that. They're the most boring people on earth. I'm sure he'll find you quite invigorating. You really think so? Elizabeth asked. Elizabeth! Mrs. Baker raised her voice slightly, annoyed by her daughter's doubtfulness. I said you'll do just fine. Now hurry on. Get yourself presentable. He'll be here soon. But Mother, Elizabeth said tremblingly, I'm already wearing my prettiest dress. Oh dear, her mother gasped. Elizabeth broke into tears and ran upstairs to her room, passing her father in the hall.
The sum of a man's life can be found on his office desk.
Is that why yours is full of booze?
It's not full of booze. I have important papers there as well.
Ted, are you working?
Don't act smart.
You can't really tell, but that panel looks important. I have a keen eye for detective stuff.
All right, let's give it a
There's
The fuse is missing, Barb. We need to find the key for the...
Maybe Pete has it on him. What's the switch thingy?
Do I look like a bridge-raising guy?
Well, you do share a lot of the same habits. What's this round thingy, Ted?
It looks like a plane turn coordinator, but that makes no sense.
What's this display thingy here?
Looks like a direct access terminal, but that won't help us much.
What's this thingy here, Ted?
Should be a digital signal switch panel.
What's this button thingy?
Whatever you do, don't touch that one.
Okay.
Oh boy. Let's just keep this between us.
Someone could get hurt that way.
Throwing this away is about the only useful purpose that I can think of. Someone might get hurt that way.
Someone could get hurt that way.
We should get back to the harbor, doll.
You're right. Let's... What are these pointy thingies?
Looks like the bridge level indicator just...
Look at you, Mr. A collection. I'll just take this with...
like a glow. I'll take this. It could be useful.
I really hope we...
Don't worry.
I really hope...
Don't worry.
He's really...
You say it as...
Not sure how that would help.
The coat really goes well with that briefcase.
Never took you for a fashion expert, Ted.
This suit and tie are no accident, Missy.
Funny you should use that word, accident. Wow. Just an empty can.
All right, come on, Fort.
Wow, that thing has seen better days.
I can see Pete's keys in there. We need something to fish it.
Not sure how that would help.
No time for a sword fight, although I'd totally win. I don't think so, pal.
Clark, any chance we can borrow your fishing?
Yeah, it's not like you need it anyways.
No, I need it!
For the cover.
No, I have a feeling.
All the women you're harassing?
The fish! I'm just here to fish, damn it! How about you two be useful for a change and go get me some coffee from the diner? I can barely keep my eyes open anymore.
Why don't you go and get it?
I would, but I can't leave this here post for too long.
Maybe we can keep an eye while you go get some coffee.
Yeah, I mean, no one ever went to jail for getting the cup of coffee. You could be the first.
You're just trying to get rid of me so you can steal my rod.
No, we would never.
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay, if we get you some coffee, will you give us your fishing rod?
I'll think about it.
I'm not throwing money away. Hi, Betty. Any chance we can bother you for a cup of coffee?
Darling, I already cleaned out the coffee machine.
It's not for her.
Who's it for?
It's for the lab. We're getting into some molecular coffeeology.
Whatever gets you off the streets, honey. But our coffee is just brown paint and water. Not much to analyze there.
Is that a no on the coffee then?
That's a no, Ted.
It's for the poor.
Come on, who do you take me for?
We need it to save the president's life.
Yeah? And who is our president?
That's a trick question. We don't have one.
Ted, your aloofness knows no bounds.
It's for me.
You're supposed to cure the hangover the next day, Bear, not while you're still drunk.
Oh, wow. Are you here all week? Is it the 2 drinks minimum? I mean, why isn't there a sitcom about you already?
Actually, my agent is working on it.
Don't let him work too hard. It's for Clark, quote-unquote fisherman out there.
My God, he's relentless. You can give him this. Tell him I've made it especially for him.
Did you? You didn't poison the...
Do I look like a murderer to you?
I mean, not right now.
Oh my God, I've spiked it with some pepper, Ted.
Voila! It's complete. I'm not throwing money away.
Here you go, buddy.
Betty said she made it especially for you.
Smells lovely.
Sure does.
Oh dear. Clark, are you okay?
No, I'm not. I'm soaked, and it's freezing. Throw me something and get me out, you 2 idiots.
Huh. Flattery won't get you anywhere, Clark.
I feel so bad about this.
I'm sure Sneezy won't mind. Never did enjoy fish.